Hi, welcome back to Small Talk Queens. I'm Megan.
I'm Kelly.
Episode 76. We have one or two new subscribers this week.
Yay.
One with a name, one without a name. So Bernadette, welcome. That one had a name. And then Jen C. I think you're a new subscriber. I don't know if you're a subscriber, but she commented that she found it really amusing to be watching us again. So thank you very much, and thank you for the positive feedback. And for everybody else, welcome back. And if you're new and you don't like the word fuck,
oh boy,
or other bad words, other swears, tune out. Thank you for checking us out and go away. And you don't need to tell us that you don't like us because go fuck yourself. So,
howdy doody to you too.
Right? I have to apologize. We have to apologize because these fucking neighbors.
Oh, the ones across the street,
all
though.
Fucking week. Also, it helps when it's raining, but which it is today. And the people across the street are having the fucking sidewalks tore apart, and so there's a lot of noise. They're on lunch break right now.
They're sitting in their truck having a smoke.
They're on their smoke lunch break. I thought maybe they were done because of the rain, and Joe said, "I'm pretty sure it's lunch break."
Yeah, and they still have all that plywood out on the ground because it's so muddy.
I fucking can't. So we apologize now for the noise.
There's a lot of work going on around here on these streets.
There is. I can't. There is.
Considering how it's rained for 2 days
city
straight
life,
now.
I guess, right? Suburban and city life. It's just fucking constant. Memorial Day weekend this weekend. Welcome summer officially, even though it's not like the season.
The geese.
But I know Kelly's arm is in the way. But here, Gertrude and Gladys in their festive summer patriotic wear.
That'll go right into Flag Day on June 14th.
The hats were fucking. You get what you pay for on Amazon.
Well, that'll go right into Flag Day and then the 4th of July. Look at you.
We're not gonna be in that until no.
Why? Flag Day is June 14th, and then you got the 4th of July.
I got some other fun things for them to wear. Probably I can't afford to have them change every week because
no, I'm saying keep them in that.
I'm not gonna keep them in that, but they're gonna change. I have cute little raincoats with umbrellas, but
you certainly need an umbrella today.
Yeah, because it was raining. It is raining today, but I figured Memorial Day we'll go with their patriotic wear, even though we're not patriotic. We're not spring colors.
We're spring colors.
Yeah,
I like that sweater.
I was excited. Well, it's fucking cold out today.
Yeah, I mean it's 50 degrees outside.
We had the air on, the other day. Now this morning I was like, okay, we're gonna have to put the heat on for a little while because
it's 50 degrees and it's the end of May, which, is some would say maybe not typical, but it's kind of typical. Like, this is kind of the day we got married was May 31st, and it was overcast and cold. Thank God it was cold. If it was hot, it would have not been so great.
I don't remember your wedding being cold.
It was colder. It wasn't hot, and there was some drizzle.
I'm trying a new hairdo. I don't think I like it.
I like it. Well, my hair needs something because it's all frizzed out. No matter what I use, it doesn't matter. Because
I know
the rain just isn't
flat, but then it frizzed up again.
Yeah, the rain just doesn't.
I see people that have they look this, like they look a little poof, and it looks super cute. And I feel like all it does when I have a long face, it just makes my fucking face look even longer.
I don't even know what to do. Like,
oh well, not that. I mean, definitely not that.
I don't know. Well, I have a couple of things. So, speaking of rain, we might have a new viewer. In addition to the ones you named. So, I had my yearly mammogram.
You told your mammogram person about us?
Oh, I did.
OMG.
I did. And she told me not to out her.
Okay.
But she's going to tell her sisters to watch us too.
Oh my God.
And the reason we might have a new viewer is because I go for my yearly mammogram. And those of you that have not gone, go get squeezed.
Get your girls checked.
Get them checked. The worst...
They didn't rip your skin this time, did they?
No. I'm going to get to all of that. So... we go in. Stephanie's really, really nice.
She was out of there.
That's right.
just like that, Stephanie. Just like that. Boom. Done.
Well, they don't know where I went. So at any rate,
oh
I'm maybe it wasn't Stephanie. So anyhow, I'm going into the room, and she goes, "I know. I'm just people don't like this." Is more or less what she said. And I said, honestly, I don't mind the squeeze. What I hate most, the thing that upsets me the most about this is that I can't wear deodorant.
I know, right?
I said
you
that.
You gotta do it on a cool day.
I know.
I always do mine like in the winter.
Well, so it leads us into conversation.
Same with the annual
right.
OBGYN.
It goes in
fucking cold weather.
It goes into conversation then.
You don't want to be sweating.
She's about my age. The tech is about my age. And she goes, oh, I know. She goes, I never schedule these for the hot months. I go, you know what? I don't schedule my OBGYN. I don't schedule my mammogram. And I don't schedule my dermatology appointments for the hot months. Because I said, I sweat, and it's really uncomfortable. I said, not only that, then my boob sticks to the thing, which she said, well, I'm going to try not to hurt you, but that does happen every once in a while. We try not to.
Well, last year you got dragged across
No,
it.
2 years ago, I got dragged across. I had a brush burn, like a brush burn that actually scabbed, because, your
That skin is sensitive skin.
it sticks to the plastic. And I even went in cold weather. Now, today, thank God, it was not like it had been earlier in the week at like 80 something, because I would have been sweating. And the lobby, I was like, I walked in the back with her and I was like, oh my God, thank God it's colder in here.
Nice.
She's like, the lobby gets really stuffy. I'm like, they need to put the air on is what they need to do. So anyhow, she goes, I do the same thing. I don't schedule my exams unless it's during the winter. I go, I know. Everybody should do that. So we just got to talking.
And you told her about a show?
I did. I said, my sister and I have the same philosophy.
Hate people?
No, to go have these exams done in the cold months.
Yeah.
In the cold months.
Well, and the dermatologist, look, for those of you that never had
you're walking around naked.
The dermatologist, they're looking in every fucking crack and crevice and cranny. Look, they're not leaving an inch of that fucking skin untouched. It is very invasive.
Yeah, now that I said this,
as much time as
my dermatologist appointment, I had to keep moving it because of the Shaunator stuff, is not until like end of June, July now. So it'll be nice and hot. And I really need to go. I got a spot on my lip I need him to look at. It's like a brown spot. Once I get the lipstick off.
I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a freckle that just showed up or what it is.
You better hope.
I hope it is. Can you imagine?
Nice. Piece of your lip cut out.
Oh. Yeah, anyhow, against my better judgment, I had to move my dermatology appointment. So
well, and my friend was just telling me it's not, because I'm not really in the sun that much, outside, but it's not so much now. It's the damage from before. Yeah. And when I was younger and used to like,
oh my God, I used to get blisters on my body from the sun.
Like the one year I was, and if I told this story another episode, I apologize. But one year I was in Wildwood one summer during college with friends, and it was it was like a day like this. It was like overcast. It wasn't raining. It was overcast. And like I fell asleep, like just laying there in the sun, and I have never in my life been so fucking sunburned. And I was so sunburnt, like that night, like I had a drink and like threw up, like I couldn't, like I was just I was never like sun poisoning or something. I didn't know, like it was awful. And then my entire chest just like fucking blistered, like
it's really nice,
blistered bad. And like the next day we were on the beach, I was like hiding underneath the fucking umbrella. And the one lifeguard came over like to my friends, like she shouldn't even be on the beach, like she should not even be out here. But like it was hot and like it burned so bad. Every once in a while I would just run out and get in the salt water, like the cold ocean water, to just like,
oh my God, that would
cool it down.
Hurt. The salt.
Well, no, because the blisters hadn't opened.
Okay.
It was just blistered. It's pouring. If they are going to continue working in the rain, they're assholes. Oh my God, and my nails are so ghetto. I apologize. I didn't think I had time before you got here, and I had plenty of time. I didn't realize it, but I didn't want to. I figured as soon as I started, you would the chipping. I've been tearing apart boxes and cleaning out shit, and every day I have to put like a few more things into bags to get rid of and donate.
Oh, okay.
We're not moving. I'm trying to like.
While we're talking about New Jersey, there you mentioned Wildwood.
I did.
And it's baseball season, folks. I found out, for those of you that enjoy a little baseball, maybe even softball, but really it's baseball, there is a connection for all of baseball to South Jersey. So it's called the Lena Blackburn Baseball Rubbing Mud. Now, Lena is Lena, so it's a man, so I'm not sure if I'm calling it Lena, like I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but Lena Blackburn Baseball Rubbing Mud. Maybe Joe knows about this.
I'm sure he is Rain Man of the sports.
So this is this rubbing mud, oh God, is the perfect combination of sticky clay and sand particles. I know, and I can't shut it off. It's the perfect combo of sticky clay and sand particles. And what it does is they rub it on the baseballs so it gets the sticky sheen off the newly manufactured baseballs.
Fascinating.
And this is trivia, it's the only thing that will get that sheen off. They've tried other things.
Why don't you just make them without a sheen? How about that?
Without sheen, I don't think they can do that with the leather. I don't know. But so the sand creates a textured surface that the pitchers can better control the ball. And this and the Major League Baseball has tried to for years to find a synthetic replacement, and they've not been able
So it's
to.
mud found in New Jersey.
Yes, that's the whole point. It is a sticky
Fascinating.
clay with sand particles in it that comes from this creek, a South Jersey creek. And this all came about because in 1920, a Cleveland shortstop was killed by a wild pitch that hit him in the head.
Wow.
And it made the league decide they had to.
It's not funny. Like, I don't laugh because it's funny. I laugh because it's weird.
The league decided after that that they needed to make the ball safer, and the pitchers needed to have a little more grip on it. And there's certain things that the pitchers can and cannot
Why
have.
do they always lick their fingers though? It's so gross.
Because they're probably eating a lot of sand and dirt.
Yeah.
But I think because it gives them a little bit of like stick to the
wouldn't that be
ball.
like a lubricant? Like they lick their fingers? Like
Yeah, but it's
wet.
not like so much of a lubricant. Have you seen it? Like
All I know is it's fucking gross. They lick their fingers, and I'm like, get your fucking hand out of your mouth.
And you know who
It's
else does
disgusting.
it? Football players. Have you ever seen football players? I've seen football players, and they get up there, they lick their fingers, and they get ready to the quarterbacks.
I don't see that, but
The
fucking
quarterbacks.
Get your hands out of your mouth. Get your hands out of your mouth. It's fucking gross.
Well, at any rate, so South Jersey is known for this Lena Blackburn baseball rubbing mud. There you go. There you have it.
Fascinating.
Perfect blend of clay and sand.
Mm.
Rub it on the balls. They don't do it.
Rub it
I
on
think,
the balls.
I
There
think
you go,
it comes
folks.
manufactured.
Rub
like-
it on the balls.
Or you have to buy it. The baseball team has to buy it and then do it. I don't know, but there.
Mm.
And while we're on sports,
Sports.
the
yes.
Philadelphia Eagles tush push survived the NFL's owners meeting
So,
vote.
For those of you that don't follow NFL football or who don't live in the United States, our Philadelphia Eagles team had this play that they named. It was their play, and they named it basically you just when you're in the end zone, you just push the ass of the people in front of you, the guys in front of you. They call it the tush push.
It's a little more
And then-
than that, but yeah.
And then and pretty much that's it.
The quarterback,
You shove their ass. And
Right.
The quarterback launches whatever. I don't even know. Look.
he gets him over the him over the goal line.
So people other teams were bitching about it, no, you can't do that. And then Jeffrey Lurie basically was like, go fuck yourself, just because
You can't do it doesn't mean we
Right.
can't.
I forget his statement. It was kind of amusing. I read it. I was like, I can't believe he said that. But
Yeah, so
he said that just because they have a great play. Jeffrey Lurie is the
owner.
of the Eagles. It was he likened it to a wet dream for a teenage boy, was what he called it. I was like, oh, that's
Wow,
nice.
I did not hear that.
That's what I read this morning. Yeah.
So it passed at the owners meeting. From the vote was 22 in favor to keep it to 10. Let's get
Nobody
rid of
cares
it.
about stats.
Well,
We don't need
I
to
thought
talk about
it wasn't like a shoe-in is my point. So, but the tush push survives.
Well, I mean, more than half voted yes.
Yeah, but
It was a shoo-in.
but there was a percentage it's not like an equal half. There's a percentage. You guys can look it up with the owners voting. It's not necessarily they had to get 25% of the vote or whatever. I don't know. And then there's a new thing for the summer. If you don't have summer plans, it's called a shivering safari.
You go someplace cold?
Yeah, just exactly what the name says.
I read in some magazine recently. I'm looking around. I don't know
There's
what
one.
fucking magazine it was. No, it's not that. Cold places to go in the summer, like the Antarctica, we actually got a one of those cruise
We got
guide
those, yeah.
things to Antarctica, and I know a girl, who went on one at Christmas time. She went to Antarctica. It looked fucking cold.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to get out of the heat, there's that, and they also talked about going to Alaska and someplace in the mountains in South America, maybe. That was cold.
Yeah, well, because when it's summer here, it's winter in South
Okay,
America.
so they named a few places, and that's as much as I got out of that. And I thought, well, that's kind of
Right.
cool, but also I have zero desire to go to Antarctica.
Well, so the Shivering Safari is exactly what you just said. It's going to cool places, but it's about the wildlife. So when you go to Africa on a safari, you go to see the wild animals. Okay? So this is seeing,
The penguins, essentially.
Yes, the penguins, the polar bear.
There are not polar bears in Antarctica.
Okay,
Polar bears
I
are
know.
only in the Arctic.
Okay.
Polar bears up here, penguins down here.
Okay.
That's why there are also penguins in New Zealand.
Uh-huh.
Penguins do not live in the Arctic.
Okay.
Polar bears do not live in Antarctica.
Okay.
They're at opposite ends.
So the places they were naming to start with for Shivering safaris are Northern Canada, Norway, and Antarctica are the big places to
Oh yeah,
start.
Norway was in the article too. They mentioned Norway. Maybe
Yeah.
even Iceland. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And maybe you can see the Northern Lights while you're there too.
Well, speaking of vacation,
Vacation.
we started watching White Lotus because everyone's
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
I need to
it.
do that. I haven't done
There've been
it.
3 seasons of it now. So we started it. We finished Shetland. So Vera's done. We finished Shetland
The
for
Wee
now
Pony.
because Shetland is having. It's still in production. There's another season coming. It was over. I'm like waiting for Joe to put the next one on, and I'm like last week. I'm like, oh, what about the next one? He's like, that's it. I'm like, what do you mean that's it?
Did
So
it
now
leave
we
you on a
have to wait.
cliffhanger?
No, because it's not really like that. I mean, some seasons are, but that one was not. So, anyway, so we started watching White Lotus because people keep recommending it.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I mean, it's like it's dark humor. I mean, it's a satire on like the uber wealthy.
Yeah.
You know, like at a resort. Each season is different with different people, so it's not like you know the same people in every. You know, like whatever, like in every season.
Right.
It's not like Shetland or Vera where you have the same people. Each season is like a whole different story.
Right.
And at a whole different resort. So season 1, they're at a place in Hawaii, and the lady that's in the what is her name?
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes, Jennifer Coolidge
From
I
American
fucking
Pie.
love her.
And
She was
in
Stifler's mom, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and she was in Legally Blonde.
She really kind of plays a similar character in
She's funny.
in every she's kind of typecast. I mean, her character does not change much from each
Right.
movie that she's in, but
Right.
she's good.
Yeah.
But it kind of gave me a little bit of anxiety because like you have a bunch of these like snotty ass fucking rich white people who were just like so presumptuous and so demanding and like obnoxious. Really, I mean, and it's definitely a dark comedy. I mean, it's the satire is there. It's funny. It's
What's the name of the one actress? Posey. Her real name is Posey.
Parker Posey.
Parker Posey. Oh my God,
She's in a season of it.
Yeah, I've seen
Okay.
interviews of her with this dialect that she takes on for being wealthy.
She does snotty very
Yeah,
well.
the wealthy Southerner, and
She does snotty
it's
very well.
hysterical. It's hysterical.
So we were watching season 1, and then last night we watched an episode. I'm like, okay, I need to watch something else because, like, it kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety because the people are just, like, the rudeness level is there, and like, it's definitely good. I mean, it's fucking good. It's very good. There's some graphic nudity that I was not expecting
Oh, okay.
of the male. I mean, really, like, I think that was the first time I've ever seen that, like, on just, like, a regular television show. I was, like, I was like, whoa. So, I mean, like, kind of like in one of the first scenes.
I really don't need frontal nudity.
Well, the guy was
I just
afraid-
don't really need it.
The guy, his balls were swollen.
Oh
So
my
he's
God.
he's like perseverating over it, and like he's like holding his dick in his hand, and like there's a shot. I'm like, we're both like, oh my god.
Wow.
So
Well, if that
anyway,
doesn't make you want to
right,
watch it,
right, but it is fucking funny. I mean, you're just like constantly like kind of wide eyed.
Who is
oh
that
my
actor
God.
that did that? I wonder if it was a prosthetic.
It did not look like a prosthetic.
Oh,
I don't
hope he
know.
got paid well.
It might not have been him. It could have been like a double. A lot of people don't do their own nudity.
Right. Do you know Deborah Harry did nudity for Brooke Shields in Blue Lagoon?
Okay,
Deborah
well,
Harry
that's
as in
because
Blondie.
Brooke Shields was not of the age to
Old.
be nude in fucking television.
Yeah.
I just smudged my glasses. Anyway, so we were watching that, and then I was like, okay, I need a little change of scenery here, like before bed. So we switched over to another show, British, of course. I'm like, I need a little British before TV. So Gary Oldman is in a show called Slow Horses,
Slow Horses.
and it's about like, what is it? Am I 15? Am I 5?
17?
Am I 5? Am I 5? Like this, like
The British.
the British intelligence.
Yeah.
Am I 5? Anyway, it's pretty. Well, first of all, I love Gary Oldman. I mean,
Yeah.
he's superb, which is why he's won the awards that he's
Right.
won. And he changes like we're like Jennifer Coolidge is like the same character.
Right.
She looks the same. She's the same person like in every movie that she's in. And Gary Oldman is just like totally
Right.
different in every movie he's in. So this show is pretty good. It's kind of like a spy kind of thing. And the opening song is really good.
I might have to get BritBox.
And this one was not on BritBox.
Oh, what was it on?
I forget, you'll have to ask Joe. Joe. Yeah. What network was Slow Horses on?
Slow Horses is on Apple TV.
Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Because I was like, we're gonna fucking cancel Apple TV and start paying for Paramount Plus because I still need to go back and watch the last couple of episodes of Why Women Kill because I don't remember what happened because I was drunk while I was watching it on vacation. So I need to know what happened, right? So we're going to switch out. And well, this was on there. So we thought, well, let's watch this. So we started that. I did not have the anxiety before bed, but it was very good. But the song, their theme song was made. Mick Jagger did this with somebody else for the show in 2022. So the show's been around for a little while, I guess. This is the first I heard about it. 3 years. The song was actually really good. You know how I feel about artists from the UK. Give me all the shows and movies, but the music, other than Led Zeppelin, and a handful of others. Joe asked me if I wanted to go see Rod Stewart, and I was like, definitely not.
Oh my God, I love Rod Stewart.
My friend is going to see him and Billy Joel in New York.
I'm not a Billy Joel fan.
She was
anymore.
at a silent auction, and she won it. Well, she put in for a signed picture of, I guess, Rod Stewart, and she didn't realize it came with tickets. And it came with tickets to the concert.
How many?
2. And it was out of town. Her husband.
Oh.
So she has to go to New York for
Why would you donate tickets for an out-of-town event?
Well, the event that she was at was out of town.
Oh, okay.
She was out of town for the event.
Okay.
Black tie event. She had a few drinks. She's like, let's get the ball rolling with the silent auction. She got some other cool shit. Anyway.
Silent auction.
And then the best part is that, and I'm not going to out my friend who it was, but she had taken the train from her place to New York for this, and then she had this fucking giant. She had all this stuff.
Oh my God!
She got an autographed picture of Springsteen, and a picture with Babe Ruth and another baseball player whose name just.
Did she even want that?
Yeah, she was going to gift that to somebody. So, and she didn't think so. She won 3 things. She put in for them. She won 3 things, and then the next day she had canceled her train home and got an Uber to drive her out. She was trying to find a place to ship them, package and ship them home. So finally the Uber driver was like, "I'm just gonna turn this off and you can just settle up at the end because it's never going all over the place." Oh my God, I love it. Oh. Anyway, so 2 new shows. Oh wait, actually 3 because over the weekend we started watching Happy Face, which is on
Amazon?
We were able to watch it free, but then the newest episodes are on fucking Paramount Plus, so we could not access it. So it's loosely based on the Happy Face killer was a serial killer in Oregon. He's still alive. He's in jail. And he claims he killed 130 people, but they only know of 8, right? So the daughter is she's a speaker and she wrote a book because when somebody murders somebody, it's not just the victim and their family. It's everybody. So the show is loosely based on, because I've seen the documentaries, so I'm like, this is not real. What they're talking about is not real. I knew it was not real, and I'm Googling it because I'm like, this is not real.
Thank God for
Unless
Google.
I was drinking when I watched that episode of that serial killer. Anyway, it's entertaining. I'm invested. Dennis Quaid is in it.
I like Dennis Quaid.
He has Parkinson's, and I didn't know that.
Really? I thought he was an alcoholic a long time ago.
He might have. Who's
and he
not?
dried out.
Who's not? But he plays the Happy Face killer.
I like him.
Whose real name, Jesperson. I forget what the first name was, but the last name is Jesperson.
I remember hearing that name. Did they have this guy in the serial killer museum that you were in last summer?
I don't think so, but I don't remember. And if I don't think so. But also I don't know, because we hadn't seen, some of the people that were in there I hadn't heard about. Most of them I had, not all of them. Anyway, so also, new show, which we had seen advertised over and over and over again, is Mobland, which is excellent. Yeah. We have to have the subtitles.
Who's in that?
Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan and Tom Hardy. I love Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy played Bane in
Batman.
In Batman, and he I read an article because he had to bulk up a lot for that. And it fucked him up because he's still pretty bulky.
Yeah.
But he bulked up so much. I mean, his neck was fucking huge. But it fucked him up.
Why can't you just use prosthetics at that point, with
I don't know.
fat suit on?
He was gigantic in as Bane. But
I hate that name.
It's good. I mean, Helen Mirren does an excellent job, and I'm used to seeing her as her characters. I've never seen her play a bad guy.
Yeah.
And she's a bad guy in this. She's fucking crazy. and she does a very good job. And Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren they're the mobsters.
Okay.
And then
Are they married?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're and Tom Hardy is like their fixer. So like if anybody out there, if you watched Ray Donovan was excellent. We never finished the very end. We need to go back to do that. Ray Donovan is excellent, and that's with what the fuck's his name? Liev Schreiber. He was the fixer.
Odd.
He's a fixer in Hollywood. Is basically so all these people like when they like fuck prostitutes and the prostitute dies in the bed or whatever, like or someone has it and they OD or whatever, he goes in and fixes it, right? He fixes it. Sometimes with brute force, sometimes with money, like whatever. So that's like he's a Hollywood fixer, and this is very much the same, only it's a mob fixer.
Right.
And it's just like everyone just keeps fucking up. The whole family just keeps fucking up, and he just goes around fixing all their shit. It is very good though, and Helen Mirren does a fucking good job.
Isn't she a Dame Helen Mirren? Dame Mirren?
Yes. She's also in, speaking of Helen Mirren and TV, we finally finished Yellowstone. So we had...
Oh, yeah.
We had recorded the final episodes because there was a break in
right.
between because, what's his name? Kevin Costner he wasn't in the last... there was a break and then he wasn't in the last episodes. So because of spoilers that were all over the internet and curiosity also, I had to like peek at some things. I mean, I knew they were going to kill him off. Look, if you haven't seen that, sorry. Like, they're going to kill him off. And you knew that was happening because he wasn't coming back. So what else are they going to do? It was very good, though. I mean, I was kind of set up for, like, this is going to suck because so many great shows sucked towards the end.
Right.
Dexter.
It wore itself
out. Sopranos. It was, I thought, did you see it? It was very good. But so Helen Mirren, the connection there, get away from myself. Helen Mirren is in a spin-off one, like
that
18 something or 19
Harrison
something.
Ford.
19 something with Harrison Ford, which is supposed to be excellent.
Good, because it didn't look excellent.
The other one with the fucking country singer and Faith Hill.
Oh yeah.
Tim McGraw, is he in it? And Faith Hill. That one I think ended. Joe, can you hear me?
I hope it ended because that was horrible.
Did that one end with Faith Hill?
That was only one season, yeah.
That was only one season. Sorry guys.
Good.
Look. We got our checker is not on a call right now, so he can hear me when I bell out to him. We tried to watch that, and what's his name was in it, who I like. The old guy who was in Roadhouse.
Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott. I love him. But they were putting on like a southern accent, or they were supposed to be from the South, and I could not understand anybody on it.
It's bad.
My hearing, right? So I just was like this, I couldn't do it. Maybe we'll go back and watch like the one with Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford, maybe, I don't know. But so Yellowstone, and anyone who has not watched Yellowstone, I mean, it's excellent.
It is really good.
But I mean,
but it's not really how real life is out there. Like it's dramatized.
It is dramatized, but also because it needed to end because like I'm one of those people that like after so many seasons, like it gets ridiculous. Like, okay, how many fucking people are gonna try and steal your land?
Right.
And it's like the Godfather of fucking Montana. Like how many people are you gonna kill to protect your land?
Right.
Blah blah blah. So I was getting antsy with it, and so it needed to wrap up. And so some of the stuff I knew was going to happen. Some of the stuff I predicted was going to happen. But it ended, I thought it ended very well.
Oh, good.
Which I like a nice, neat, tidy ending to a show and a book. I mean, if there's a shit ending, it just ruins it for me.
Well,
it was very good. It was very good. So anyone looking for new shows, if you've not watched Yellowstone. And forget it. You already heard the shows. The, right? But he only looks good as Rip. As Cole Hauser, he does not look the same. He looks good with the dark and the beard.
You put a cowboy hat, a beard, and some aviators on. You got it going on.
The red hair, he doesn't look as good. Anyway, I was gonna say, you ever watched Stranger Things? There's a new season coming out. I'm very excited. And those of you that have not watched Stranger Things, it is very cool. I think we talked about this the other week. The 80s vibe is there. I mean, it's sci-fi-ish, but like, I mean, fucking so is Star Wars. I mean, look, it's sci-fi-ish. It's good. I'm very excited for that to come out. And also Dexter's coming out.
A new season?
There's 2 new Dexter things. So something's out now. My friend was telling me about it. Do you remember talking about last night? I forget what that is. Dexter Chronicles or some shit. I forget what it is.
I think I've seen an ad for
and
that.
And then there's another, there's a new season of Dexter coming out after he goes to Alaska or wherever the fuck he is and he gets shot. So then the new one is called Dexter Resurrection. So if you didn't see the previous last season, he doesn't get killed, so he's coming back. I hope it's good because look,
spoiler alert.
The last season of Dexter, it was so awful they should have just fucking skipped it. And that series though went on pretty. It was pretty good. Like it didn't. I mean, because each season, you know, he's like killing a new serial killer, and like he just keep getting, because Florida has a lot of serial killers,
Florida.
as does California.
Florida. It's because they
And
can
the
live
Pacific
outside.
Northwest.
You lost
Yes.
the jewel.
I know Joe dropped it. He knocked it to the ground, and one of my beads came out. I'm like, yeah, I have to fix it. It's right there. See, I have to glue it back in. Anyway, that's all I have on fucking shows. I do have a new word. So you know how we say "see you next Tuesday" for
Yeah.
the C word. So so we here in the United States we usually pronounce it twat.
Right.
Right, the word twat. But the UK it's twat.
Twat.
It's more like twat. Like it's not like we say twat like a TWOT, spelled TWAT, but it's more like twat instead of twat. So you just say we want to call someone a twat, but you don't want to call them like specifically like you're a fucking twat. You say there you are then, there you are then. But see now I just said it, so I can't like say to people when I
There
want to.
you are then.
Because T-U.
Got it.
Wait. Why? That's not right. What's the W? There you are then. That doesn't make sense. Now that I look at it spelled out. So someone sent it to me and I was like, oh yeah. There we are then. There we are then. Must
There
be
we are
I'm
then.
like, what the fuck? There we
The
are
W.
then.
Just
There
a
we
little
are then.
brain
TW,
fart.
there we are then. Jesus Christ. And we have to do a short episode today, so we have to wrap this up and move on to our next one. But so our cousin Michael, his birthday's coming
Yes.
up. Happy birthday, Michael.
Happy
I don't know if he
birthday,
watches,
Michael.
but happy birthday. And Leonora, happy birthday. Yay. And this weekend is Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Which is yay.
To tag onto your twat or twat or
Twat.
their
Like don't be a tit and don't be a twat. I love it.
right. And what does the W stand for again?
We.
There we go. There we are then. There we are then.
There we are
So
then.
there we are then.
What's that?
Here are 8, and we probably all know these, but I thought it was funny. Here are 8 ways in the professional world, meaning when you're not on the phone to your friends, to say fuck you. So as per my last email, which really means you didn't read it and I'm pissed and I'm telling you, to reiterate also means I'm not telling you again. These are all, the fuck
I
yous
think we
and
know what they mean.
Yeah. I've CC'd someone means I'm not playing around. You fucking pissed me off, and now I have proof. Thanks for your input, which is no one asked
you. Go fuck yourself.
Sit down.
Nobody asked you. Go fuck yourself. There
As
it
a
is.
reminder, you forgot, and I'm done babysitting you.
Nice.
Respectfully means sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
And moving forward, stop being a dickhead and
Stop being a twat.
and do it properly. And then signing off with best regards, ending your email says I hate you, but but for the job's sake, I'm being nice.
Best regards. I don't know. I've signed emails. Best regards. I don't mean go fuck yourself.
I've signed it best regards too, but
I gotta pay attention to what I say. Well, I'm not sending like corporate emails, so
I've never said respectfully. Like, and if I do, there have been I've used some of these when this guy's actually right. Like, it's not necessarily like fuck you, but it's like you fucking idiot. Like, so I've used some of these. Like, and in my previous
yeah, I've done
email,
that in my previous email, as previously stated.
and I'm CCing my,
Right.
your boss here because you obviously didn't pay attention. These are good even when you're not working. Like, I have to communicate with like teachers, the doctors, the health insurance companies. Yeah, there you go. So there. Just remember.
Just remember.
A subtle way.
I'm trying to think if I need to go around with anybody this week. Let me think. I mean, I know I had the rage. I'm just trying to figure out like why. Like horrible fucking humans. I don't know. Let me think. There was a neighbor thing. I was out the other day. It was nice out. It was cool and
Oh,
windy.
you did have the rage.
And I was out back. Oh, that was a different one. Oh, right. So last time, here we go. Last show, the fucking hate human, whatever it was, one. I was talking about how before vacation, the fucking neighbor put up roadblocks and blocked the fucking street, and every neighbor knew on our block except for us because they didn't fucking tell us, and they also did it without having approval from the township, because when you do that the right way, you have to tell all the neighbors, and the neighbors have to be aware of it, and blah blah blah.
And you know
We were
what?
not
That's
told.
just piss poor on them because they don't even have to go face to face.
They
They
could
could
have
have
put a note.
put a note, run it off the computer, and put it in 10 mailboxes,
Well,
whatever.
they obviously spoke to everybody on the block because they were using everybody's driveway, And everybody else had their cars off the street except for us because we're parked on the road because how the fuck are we supposed to know? Anyway, so the other day,
shut the door.
I was outside. I was coming home from having lunch with a friend, and Switzerland was outside. So those of you that don't know, Switzerland is the one neighbor who's actually nice to us, but they don't get involved. They don't get involved. So where the fuck are you going?
I'm shutting the door.
Why?
It's a joke.
Joe will shut it if he needs to.
Okay, well,
Anyway, just get up and fucking walk away.
Yep. They can hear me. It's not a big deal.
So, Switzerland says hello. Switzerland, both Switzerland husband and wife are outside.
They don't know what they're
with
in
the
for.
kids, and Switzerland, male Switzerland, hey, how you doing? Whatever. He's standing in the street, and so, hey, how you doing? So I walk a little bit closer, and I'm like, what? Why? While I've got you, I'm like, I have a huge favor to ask, and I was like, and I want to apologize right now for even having to put you in this position. So we talked about the road being closed, and I said, could the next time there's something neighborhoodish going on, could you just shoot me a text? And I said, I know it's not your responsibility, but people, I said, since we're public enemy number one,
I
we
can't
don't
believe
get
you
told
said
anything.
that to them.
And he's like, you're not public enemy number one with us. I'm like, well, no, of course not. Why would we be? I mean, I said that. I'm like, why would we be? I'm like, but we are with everybody else. So we're not told things. Like, for example, when the fucking street gets closed, and obviously you all were aware of it.
Parking in
Nobody
driveway.
told us. It was against code, but we let him get away with it.
And you were
this
saying
time.
it with this much rage or more when you were talking
I
about
was
it.
calm because first of all, his kids were outside, so I was calm and I whispered my swears, like I mouthed them. Also because everybody else has cameras.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, they could see me gesticulating though, because I pointed to the one house. I'm like, well, they don't talk to us because of him, and I'm pointing over here and over here, and I'm like, and them, I'm like, well, and our only interactions with the cop's wife is, when she came to our door and didn't introduce herself, we didn't know who the fuck she was, blah, 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 and then her son was terrorizing us, and we saw him doing it, and Joe went and asked, knocked politely at the door and just said, hey, we would just like this to stop, and then since then there's no head nod, there's no wave from the husband, blah, 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 and you think of a cop, like he might
Because they're
apologize
douchers. They're
or acknowledge.
douchers.
Not who? Cops?
No, the
Oh, I was
neighbor.
like, whoa. Well, the neighbors are douchers, yeah. Anyway.
They are douche canoes.
So they are. So, and then some. So he was like, well, you're not public enemy number one with us. He's like, no, I've got your back, no problem. And I'm like, again, I apologize for even having to put you in this position. I'm like, but I just like the rage that I had, we had to move them, to go, so Joe could go to church, and
A lot of rage.
they were soaking wet. Joe's soaking wet because we come home with pouring down rain. We're getting ready for vacation. Blah blah blah. I'm like, we can't win. We can't win. We just give us a heads up. So he's like, I got your back. I'll text you. I'm like, thank you.
We'll see.
And then while I'm out back today, I was finally cutting down the daffodils.
They're a pacifist, and that bothers me. Pick a fucking side, dude. Pick a side. That's how I am with things.
Well, they're not.
You're either
going
with
to.
me or you're against me.
Everybody in the neighborhood does for them, so they're not ever going to.
God,
well,
that
he did
pisses
say
me
he's like, well, just so that you know, he's like, if it makes you feel any better, he's like, nothing has ever been said to us. Like, no one has ever spoken poorly about you guys
Well, that's
to
good.
us. I'm like, well, what are they going to say to you? Like, hi, I'm an asshole to our neighbor. I mean, but it's obvious, when they snow blow and stuff, and ours is the only block not done. I mean,
That's not
as
funny.
I
I'm laughing
rage-
at
as I raged to Switzerland wife a few months ago, when I was out
They're
shoveling.
probably like, let me look out the door
Right,
and
if
see
she's
if
out
she's
there,
outside.
right?
If she is,
She didn't
I'm
come
gonna wait a minute.
She was playing catch with the kids. She did not. We waved. She did not come. She did not come over. But look. But I mean, fuck it. Someone needs to fucking know. So out back, I'm cutting down the daffodils with wild tomatoes growing, whatever. Sitting down to have a coffee, and I hear behind us with the wife, and both of them like, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with the two of them?
It's like cavemen.
I mean, really, that's kind of what I said. And Joe's like, well, that's because they are. I'm like, I can't. The only good part about it was before they were at each other, one of the other neighbors was out walking a dog and stopped. And so, we can hear them. Nobody can see because our backyard is, fucking enclosed now.
Thank God.
Thank God for our lush bushes that grew together. So we can hear them. So somebody else asked if they were going away this weekend, and they are. And I am fucking thrilled. I don't even care if it fucking rains. I'm sitting out back just because I can sit out there without having to fucking listen to. I can't. Anyway.
If people hear you talking You're out there probably like, what?
I don't do it outside. I mean, as much as I would love to, as much as I would fucking love to, and just like belt it out while he's out there. But I'm trying not to be antagonistic.
Well, they're really bum fucks.
They are. There are a lot of horrible humans in this world. So
This is another way to say fuck you. I wish you the day that you deserve. Isn't that
well,
what you say?
I do, yes. And the best part, I mean, Sean thinks I practice like some serious like voodoo powers because the one day, I remember we were taking him to an appointment, and I was with you, and they were driving. We were driving, and they were walking, and I was like, I wish you the day that you deserve. And then later, when Sean wanted to look at the security camera because he likes to look at it and see what's happening in the neighborhood, and their car wouldn't start, and he was like, "That's fantastic." I mean, he was like, "Oh my God, they got the day they deserved." I'm like, "Yes, they fucking did."
I have your child.
That's the day that they deserved, and that's, you know what? That's all I can do is I wish you the day that you deserve, and however that shakes out, however Carmen wants to smack you in the fucking ass or up the face or up the ass, in the face, whatever, however. Whoever Karma wants to reach out and fucking touch them, I wish them the day that they deserve.
Oh, we gotta go.
We gotta wrap this sucker up. So
speaking of, real quick, it is Nancy's birthday,
things.
so happy birthday, Nancy.
Fancy Nancy shouldn't watch.
She's one of my longest. You don't say oldest because that implies that you're both old, or she's old, or I'm really old. I don't know, but like,
I say
the friend I've known the longest. There's some like proper way to say it, but we've known each other since we were 5. Since we were in kindergarten. Since we were in kindergarten. So happy birthday, Nance.
Happy birthday, all.
Hope you're having a good one.
Happy birthday. So have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
Safe travels if you're traveling, and don't have a fire if you have a fucking wind advisory in your neighborhood, because
or drought.
Or a drought, right?
If you're down the shore, watch out for the riptides.
I think it's a little cold at the beginning.
There's a nor'easter going up the northeast right now.
Yeah, look, if you're getting the ocean this weekend,
you
need Jesus.
There's possible snow in the mountains up in New England this week, right now.
Well, I mean, it is chilly out today. Thus the sweater. I went to order the fucking lobster sweater for myself. And fucking sold out.
God,
everywhere.
I didn't get it.
Mad. God damn it.
I wanted the lobster sweater, but I thought about it. I'm like, where am I going to wear this? Like, if I lived in Maine, that would be one thing. But, like, here in Philadelphia.
I am fucking mad. I am fucking mad about it. I should have gotten it.
Didn't you get it for Mom?
I did, but hopefully we give it to her before she fucking sees this.
Oh.
It's a late birthday, early Mother's Day. It was a late birthday, early Mother's Day gift, but then I was away for Mother's Day. So she's getting it this weekend. So hopefully she doesn't fucking watch it.
She's not going to watch this. She's
before
behind.
She gets it.
She told me she's
and
behind.
her size is not going to fit. Because I thought for a minute, like, I'm going to keep this fucker. But it won't fit me. It won't fit me.
Oh my God.
They only have it available in a medium. It's awesome. It's navy blue with like a hot, like this color pink, like a hot pink lobster.
I know.
And it has like the pink trim.
Are they all sold out in all
Except
sizes?
Medium. Medium's the only size left.
God damn it.
Yeah. I should have just fucking gotten it. Anyway, all right. On that note,
okay.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great
Thanks
week.
for tuning in.
Enjoy. Bye bye.
Bye bye.